Good afternoon, brothers and sisters of St. Francis Xavier. I actually wrote this on Tuesday morning, November the 3rd. It was election day, of course, and at that time nobody knew for sure what the outcome would be. As a matter of fact, we still don't know what the outcome is. Many news pundits and commentators have told us that because we, the citizens, are so polarized, one side or the other is bound to be profoundly disappointed and perhaps disillusioned and angry. For months now, we have been inundated by political ads full of dire warnings, ads reminding us that Election Day is a day of decision, an important decision in the present moment that will have great implications for the future. This is precisely what Jesus is talking about in our gospel reading from Matthew this Sunday. A decision we need to make right now that will have profound effects on our future. The parable of the wise and foolish virgins, like nearly all of the parables we have been hearing these past couple of months, is a parable of the kingdom of heaven. When we hear that term, kingdom of heaven, we tend to think of heaven as something that can only be experienced after we die. But that's not true. Jesus makes it clear time and time again that the kingdom of heaven is within us. Although not yet fully, we can still experience it here and now. And we can do this because the experience of what we call salvation is rooted in the choices we make here and now in life. And for a Christian, a disciple of Jesus, this choice is to live in the world in the way he lived when he walked in the flesh. As our first reading reminds us this morning, this choice is a choice to live within God's wisdom rather than our own. And Jesus is the wisdom of God. So to live as he did is to live wisely. In Matthew's Gospel, in the Sermon on the Mount, especially in the Beatitudes, Jesus lays out his blueprint for full and wise human living. The Beatitudes show us that to be really blessed, to be happy, that is, to be really wise, is to identify not with the powerful and violent of this world, but with the victims of that power and violence, to take their side, to stand with them, the way God stands with Jesus, the quintessential innocent victim. To choose to live this way of discipleship is to enter the kingdom of heaven here and now. And while living this way exposes us to being victimized ourselves, it helps us grow into the wisdom of God and to become more truly human beings. This choice, this discipleship, is not a matter of belonging to the right group or believing in the right doctrine or even performing the right practices. Rather, it is a relational matter. It's about how we imitate Jesus by the way we relate to other human beings, especially those the world ignores, exploits, and throws away, the least among us. As Pope Francis reminds us, the poor, migrants, refugees. So in our choosing how to live in the here and now, let us not be distracted by power or violence. Let us not be complacent like the foolish. Rather, let us contemplate how Jesus offers us right now a door into the kingdom of heaven by living and relating to other human beings just as he did. May God bless you in the coming week.